Okay guys, this is my first official sound design tutorial. I'll be doing like basic sound design work in the likes of 3OSXE and Serum. Today I have a tutorial which is based around the likes of like sea waves, rain and wind, which I've created. I'm going to make this FL project available for free download, as it's a pretty handy wee patch to use. So let's get started. So the first thing you need is an instance of 3x oscillator. I haven't actually done much at all. I've put the first oscillator on white noise mode. I haven't even detuned it or anything. The coarse just left it in 24. I haven't changed the fine or the pan. The second oscillator is pretty much the exact same. I think the only difference I actually have on the first one is I do have a little bit of detune, but I didn't even realize I'd done that. So you can leave it on or off, whatever way you want, if you want to mess around with it. And then the third one I've put on, I was going to use a square wave, but then the other, like a sawtooth, I think this one is. Yeah, this one here. I haven't even touched any of the coarse or fine. So that's pretty much the first part of the stage done. Second stage, I've done we'll start with envelope. The attack time is just over 3/4 of a past, so about almost 4 o'clock. The hold is basically about 12 o'clock. The decay is about 1 o'clock. Sustain is about 1 o'clock as well, and the release is about 2 o'clock. Haven't touched any of the tension there. Tempo synced it, and that's for the volume and envelope. LFO is on sine wave mode. Delay is about 7 o'clock. I haven't touched the attack. And the amount is 6 o'clock. The speed is 12 o'clock. And I haven't touched any of the tempo or global. The filter, I have basically right clicked and created an automation clip for this. I've done the same for mod Y as of mod X, just so it goes through, cycles through different modes. But really I like the good band pass really for this sort of crashy wave wind sort of sound. I haven't touched any of the levels adjustment, I haven't touched this at all, so you don't need to worry about that. And then onto this, I have basically in the mixer, I've added in a paramedic EQ. I think I just put the low end down on the high end. I lowered it down. I added in an effector distortion mode with a dry wet at about 10 o'clock. I have another effector on reverb, and it's about 11 o'clock as well. What the high end is doing in this EQ is it is pretty much just fading in and out between the mids and the highs. It's going into the lows as well, but it's kind of just going all over the place, just so it gives it more like a wishy-washy kind of realistic sort of sound. What have I got next? I've got automated here. The bandwidth, no, I think that is that's modulation Y, which is yeah, so I've just created an automation clip for both of these. I'll put them beside each other. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so both of those are just being automated manually. No specific way of doing it. Just making it so it just feels right to yourself. I've also added an envelope for the volume, or an automation clip for the volume. I just right clicked volume, create automation clip, inserted it here, and had the volume come up, down, and so forth. Another thing I've added in is the filtered envelope, which was here. I just right clicked on this little button, created an automation clip, and stuck it just on the second part of the pattern, and had it dip down and up a little bit. And once you do that, I got this result. And from here I've only stuck one note on F. I've just put it in a lower octave because I just think that'd be best. I mean, if I threw it on a higher octave, it sounds fine in F4 as well. You can, yeah, it sounded fine in all these. It's pretty, because it's white noise, it's pretty much all the same, yeah, so I didn't really need to explain that at all. There's no difference really there, so yeah, I hope you enjoy this project. You can fool around with it. I just made this idea because when I first started out years ago, when I was using Reason, I made like a very similar sound. I didn't know how to make it, but the good thing about 3x oscillator is it's actually very underrated, and it's actually quite a powerful plugin if you know how to use it. I've actually only really started to dive into it recently, and I've been an FL user for a long time now. But yeah, you can get a lot out of it, especially if you're doing like very industrial or experimental music. I mean, you can chop up a lot of just random clips that you make from this, and you can actually really use it to an advantage. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.